Well, good morning. We've had our car about 4.5 years now, and we've always had a little niggling issue, and that's not being able to take the scooter with us when we go away. So we've decided to come to this engineering company, and they're going to fit an attachment on the back. And here's the problem: although it looks like a big truck, it's actually quite short in the back, and because of the roller shutters, they wind into a box right at the front, which makes it even shorter, as the scooter can't go right to the front. I did ask a question online, and I said that I would like to have found a place near Jomtien or Pattaya, but although I did have some recommendations, when I looked at the individual places, I was a little bit skeptical. And then I found this place called Brizz Way, and they seem to have dozens and dozens of photos of examples of work they've done. Trucks, cars, they make trailers here. So we decided to drive to Bangkok. It was about 150, 160 kilometers to this place, stay the night, and then come here first thing in the morning. Now, I'd been quoted 19,000 baht, and that includes the electrical kit as well, because obviously I wanted the brake lights on there. So we're here bright and early, see how they get on. Well, as you can see, nothing on the back, no extras at the moment. I was told that these carriers just hang off a single tow hitch, which is not entirely true. We just popped in here to have a chat with a guy yesterday, and it looks like a substantial bit of kit hangs off the car first, and then the actual bike carrier is attached to the other part with two really thick box sections, which made me feel a lot better. Got all the mod cons. Tina's just gone and stolen a chair from somewhere. We drove down yesterday and we stayed in a place called the Tokyo Resort, which is about 6 kilometers further on up the road. Basically one turn and you're on the right road. So if anybody did need to come here, they can stay quite close, and it was only 700 baht a night. Clean rooms, air condition worked okay. I'll put a link to the resort and to this place in the description below, along with their card and telephone numbers if anybody else is interested. Well, this is the piece that actually gets bolted to the car. You can see it's quite a substantial bit of kit there, and the two box sections to the right and left to the center are what the motorcycle carrier slots into. And this is the other part, the part that the bike sits on. Now, I thought they bought these in, but I've just been informed they manufacture them here. So they look very strong and sturdy. Hello. I think I got a new friend here. And these are the attachments that hold the ramp on. And here's the first piece going on. It looks extremely heavy. Now we're getting a little bit closer, a couple of hours in. I can see the end now. 250 kilograms. Somebody yesterday mentioned 300, but 250 is way bigger than my scooter. Now connecting for the plugs for the trailer lights, or not trailer lights, carrier lights. A little bit of grease needed. And the last bit going on now. Well, that's all the lights working. Everything bolted up. We're thinking of staying here another night now. We don't really need to, but it's 1:30 now. I don't want to be travelling and it's in Pattaya at the busy hour, so if there's something to see in the area, we might just stay here another night. A little mini break. Well, that's it. It took us about, it took them about 4 hours to complete. When we do eventually get back tomorrow, I'll put the bike on the back and then you can have a look. Quite a nice job. It certainly looks sturdy enough. And because I don't use the car too often, I might just leave it on there. Lucky I had my car cleaned as well. But just to re-emphasize, we paid 19,000 including electrics, and it's good for, so they say, 250 kilos. And they've put a little sticker on the back just to say that somewhere. Well, a few days have passed since I've brought the car and my scooter attachment back to Jomtien from Bangkok, and we did have a few little issues which I'm hoping to address now. And the main one being the belly pan on a Honda Click is very, very low. Now if I turn the camera around now, you can see the angle of the ramp is quite steep. Right, what happens is when we push the bike so far, the wheel went onto the top part of the holder, while the back wheel was way down on the ramp. The plastic engine belly plate of the Click caught, and we were really struggling because at the end of the day, just me and Tina needs to do this. And the first time we put it on, it took 3 of us to get it up the ramp, which is not really suitable for us. So I came across this little lift on Lazada. So the plan being, push the bike up so the front wheel gets to about this point here, then jack the back of the bike up with this jack, and then it should just slide on quite painlessly with just me and the missus, me and Tina, doing it between us. So I'm just going to chuck the scooter up there now and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is just walk the bike with the engine running. Hopefully something won't go wrong. But the whole object of this, see, was for me and Tina to do it together.
Bit more.
Right, so if my friend holds it there on the brake, let me just turn the engine off a sec. My friend holds it there on the brake. Watch out, Teen. And now I'm going to just jack this up. So I'll move the camera around to this side. One more thing to remember as well is when you're jacking the ramp up and the wheel of the bike is behind the jack, then the tendency is to create a pivot point, and it'll try and lift the front of the ramp out of its slot. Where the top of the ramp slides through its locating position, if you just drill 2 holes underneath and then pop 2 clips on, that'll stop the front of the ramp actually lifting out of its slot. So now the hard bit, I've got to jack this up now. I need another solution for you, but it's only just a trial at the moment because it's quite easy to do, but obviously I need a quicker method, maybe a ratchet or something, just to make it a little bit easier. But this jack is rated for 500 kilograms and the height is 15 inches, which is roughly the height of the other end of the ramp. So now it might not be like this for all bikes, because I think if you had a proper motorcycle and not a scooter, the issue between the belly pan and the floor is not so bad. No, I think that's high enough. So this is the final position. My friend's holding it back. Tina's on the camera at the moment, but it doesn't need anybody to push from behind, just basically to stabilize it. So I can start the engine, just creep forward, and then it does take a little bit to get it over this first part of the ramp. And that's it. once that's in place, then it will actually stay on its own. That little thing on the front holds it up tidy. A friend of mine in the UK uses like 4 straps, but I've bought 8, thinking if we're going to have a 10-hour drive up to Ubon, then I'd rather have a bit of overkill. And that's basically it. Well, all in all, it's worked quite well. It's a good solution to our problems of taking a scooter around the country when we travel around in a van. This last little bit here was a bit of a headache, but it's easily done. It only takes 10 minutes. The little scissor jack there is extremely heavy. It come from Lazada, and it was just under 1,300 bahts. But I think it's fine for what it actually does, and the convenience of me being able to do this, or the pair of us to do it on our own. So that'll wind up this this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It all helps. And until the next video, bye bye.